Hello, my name is Sade Tramble, and I'm going to talk to you about the Southern Polytechnic College of Engineering and Engineering Technology Engineering Standing Program at Kennesaw State University. Engineering standing is what is required to get into your upper division classes of an engineering major within the college. So it is a set of prerequisite courses that are required to apply for engineering standing. And then engineering standing is added to a student's account that allows them to sign up for the upper division classes that have a prereq of engineering standing. So in those courses, those prereq courses, students need to maintain a minimum of a 2.7 GPA. That's what the average GPA in those courses needs to be. This is considered what a limited access program. This is a gatekeeper to keep some students who don't meet the minimum GPA requirements out of the upper division engineering coursework for the engineering majors. And so this program was implemented in January of 2015, and it was mirrored after Georgia Tech's REP program requirements. And the students who started before January 2015 were grandfathered into the program going forward. So the courses required within this program to apply for engineering standing into the different programs. They're different for each engineering major, and there's 8 different engineering majors. So the same courses for all of them are English 1101, English 1102, Math 1190, which is Calculus 1, Calculus 2, Principles of Chemistry 1 in the lab, and Principles of Physics 1 in the lab, and Principles of Physics 2 in the lab. So some other courses that could be required are sometimes engineering design graphics and the programming and problem solving. It's a CSE class, and then Principles of Chemistry 2 for civil construction and environmental engineering require that. And then additional math courses, most of them require differential equations, and then some of them require probability and data analysis. So the demographics of the college, the most recent data I could pull for the college was from fall 2017. There were 425 students within the college, and at that time, 3,839 of them were male. That's 87%. So only 13% female. For race and ethnicity, it's a little bit more than half at 50.9% white non-Hispanic, and the next largest group would be Black or African American at 21.1%. Then followed by Hispanic at 11% and Asian at 7.4%. So there's some work to be done with the gender for sure within the college. So in order to gather more data for this audit, I interviewed Dr. Lori Lauder, the interim associate dean for the college, and Jessica Martinez, an academic advisor within the college. And they've both been with the university for multiple years and through the creation and implementation of the engineering standing program. And I asked them these 5 questions, and this is where it showed that the data is lacking within this program and there needs to be more tracking done. And so basically some of the answers to their questions that were asked here were since this program makes these majors limited access majors, it prevents students from going into the majors. It prevents more students from being in these majors, and it prevents them from graduating and going into these career fields. And I found an article, a literature article, that talked about how the unfortunate thing about limited access programs is they happen to be the programs that the job fields need the most. So that's unfortunate, but again, there's no data to back up that, the students who do get in do better, fare better, graduate faster, or not than those who don't. So that's where there needs to be some research done, because is this entrance program into the majors even necessary, right? And then there are exceptions made for some students who don't meet the requirements. We used to require an Area B2 class to count in, and now we don't anymore. We took that out as of this past spring. And so some students who are hovering at the 2.5 or 2.6, will still even allow them to count that Area B2 course to give them the 2.7, to give them engineering standing. And how is that fair? And how do those students do once they get into these engineering standing classes that require it? So there's no data to show about graduation. There's no data about students who have less than a 2.5-ish GPA, that they transfer into another college and that they graduate faster. So that's where the issues and suggestions come in, where there's no formal data, there's no data to show that it helps or hurts students, there's no graduation tracking. So that is what can be done to improve upon this program, if it's going to stay in place, to start tracking students with engineering standing and conditional engineering standing, and see how fast or slow they graduate in the engineering majors, and also to look at more data about students who transfer out of the college because they don't meet the requirements, and what is their graduation timeline like as well. And then also for the students that are made exceptions for, if those students experience some kind of hardship during their prerequisite while taking their prerequisite classes, or they actually did really well in the engineering classes but maybe not the English and the physics or chemistry or something, that we could have a more formal application process for those who don't meet it to state their case, and have the committee review those students' application requirements. So these are just some of the suggestions that I found, and I included in my audit, and I hope to, as the advising manager, to start implementing some of these as we move forward.